had trouble breathing for like 3.5 years. I mean, it was really hard. Miserable. And I went to like 4 or 5 doctors. I had some procedures done to try to open up my passage. It just wasn't working. I couldn't do it. And I prayed to God, and He said food, and I was like, all right. So I changed the eating habits. Got rid of like all the natural inflammatories, and I just started eating well, organic, whatever. Okay, it started to work. I'm like, oh, okay, but it's still not fully, but like still constricted. I was like, all right, cool, starting to work, and then all of a sudden, like no matter how good I ate, it just closed up on me again. I couldn't breathe. I'm like, what the hell, God? You told me food, and He's just like, ask again. I was like, well, why? You gave me the answer. Ask again. I was like, all right, what is it? Asked again. He said dust. I'm like, what the hell? All these one word answers. How am I supposed to understand these things? Come to figure out that, I remember a long time ago I got tested. I was a little allergic to dust, and, I'm like, that's interesting. So anyway, go to the dentist that day, and I could breathe for the first time in years. I'm like, this is weird. Out of my mouth. Do you guys have an air purifier? I don't know why I thought of that. Okay. So yeah, we have one. It's like, that's interesting. Okay, let me get some air purifiers. Got some air purifiers. And the next day, after 3.5 years of suffering, I could breathe. And I'm like, God, the air purifiers did it. How can I possibly assume that you did? The air purifiers did it, even though He led me there. So the thing that almost instantly struck my head is 2 Kings. Elisha tells him, go dip yourself in the Jordan 7 times. And he's like, well, what the hell? I thought you'd wave your hand over my head and do something magical and just heal me. And I'm like, oh my God, that was me. I thought God would just take it away. But if God tells you, go and get the air purifier, He led me to it. Go and get it. And it's still Him who does it. Because I've walked into places that had it before, but He had to use that time for me to suffer, honestly, suffer. I had to suffer. And He says, after you've suffered for a while, He'll perfect you and establish and finish you. And so He used it as a part of the training, but He also used getting me out of it as a means of understanding who He is, that it wasn't the thing, that He's in control of all of it. I mean, if He wasn't controlling it, those purifiers would have done nothing either. He used that as a means of a test. And that really built my faith, because I was like, oh my God, He's in control of all of it.